We live. Thanks. So pretty much, 3 seconds in, I guess so. So let's I want to do this special today. It's a Tuesday special. I wanted to bring out like a friend of mine that's been around for a while, and I don't talk to him that often, but I wish I could. But schedules are always out of the air. But he's a great guy in the community. He's been around for a while. I think he's been around longer than I have, if not the same. And it's a pleasure to have him. I kind of want to get to know him better. I don't really talk to him, so this is going to be awesome because this is going to be straight live. First kind of meet back and forth communication with me and him. And if for further ado, I'm gonna bring him out. And it's my broski, Count Von Strange.
What's going on, Gomez? Appreciate you having me on. Like he's saying, we've bumped into each other in the chats and stuff before and kind of talked a little bit on IG, but we've never actually done anything like this. So this was a long time coming, I think.
Yeah, it was a long time going and a long time overdue. And we've talked about this for a few months, and we've just been busy with situations and family. Things happen, and I understand because I take part of it too. And I just want to get to know you in general as a collector, as a person. And I figured, being the Tuesday special, I would like to dig more into you. And hopefully in the future we can get together more and see what goes on from here on out. But and I'm going to shout out the chat real quick before we continue. I appreciate Jay Salsa stopping by. And Jay Salsa is a great guy. He's always been in the chats as well and been in our live shows that we do on Sundays. And sometimes when I pop in and do shows, we got J Rod Ham. He's been a broski like since day one as well, and he's been around. And I talk to him a lot of times when he goes hunts. He's a hunter, warrior, and then Seeking Near Mint. I think you known him for a while, David Seeking Near Mint. If you watch some of his, he does a lot of like 9/8 slabs and all that stuff, turnarounds.
Oh yeah, I know David. He's been around for quite a while. He shows a lot of good books.
Yeah, he does. He does. Hard to find in a very key comics. And then we got Art Chemist. Art Chemist he's been around too. He's an artist, great guy. Shout out to Skeleton Comics. His wife does her own. She has her own website, and to get any recent comics or any little bit of back issues for fillers. So they have like a little website. His wife and himself. He does art. Marco Bigdroops, what's up? What's cracking, brother? So this guy I've seen a couple of times in our chat. So he's a good guy. And then Hack, the comic fiend. My bad. It's part of your. That's awesome.
Yeah. Those are my fellow club members there. So
nice.
Appreciate that they're in the chat. Supporting this. We got something going on Friday too. So looking forward to that. We do the drunk cast every couple weeks, maybe every month. So that's going to be happening Friday.
Nice.
Looking forward to that. Yeah. So if you get a chance, stop in and watch that. It is off the rails fun. So that's a lot going on there. So
that's
definitely check that out.
I've heard about them, like their crew off and on Instagram, but don't really know much about them myself. I've seen them popping on, especially on your Instagram or sometimes some other people, but I'm not really formative with them. But also Comic on the Edge is that one of you guys?
Yeah, he is too.
Nice.
Yeah, you gotta start chatting some of them up, Gomez. It's a lot of good people in the club. So.
Okay, that'd be cool. That'd be cool to check it out.
Yeah,
like
Robert.
Said, that's one thing I'm glad to have you because back in my mind, I was like wanting to get to know more about you and what you do because me and you are a completely different size, and that's size of collecting and stuff like that. And I also got an extra special guest before I continue. My broski, Joker.
Yo, what is going on, man? What's up, guys? Yo,
Joker.
Very special guest. Very special.
Yeah.
Oh,
I appreciate having my brother Joker M21. He's like my right hand man. We've been doing a lot of things lately and doing a lot of good things and positive things for the community and ourselves as collectors.
Oh, that's my boy Comics on the Edge there. Yo, listen, you haven't added me to play Gears yet, Comics on the Edge. What's up, bro? What's up? Come on.
And we also got a Stay Puff 83. Broskii, I met him through Instagram and met him through a few chats. Well, he's a great guy in the community.
Definitely.
And then we got Guy Forrest. Appreciate you stopping by from Pressable Defects. And then Battleholic. And there you go. One other guy. Yes, that's cool. I appreciate it. You got some new people in here, and I appreciate that. And like I said, once we're done, hit me up or let me know where to go on Fridays.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And we got Hawaii Punch.
Okay, all right. What up?
Tapia, appreciate Tapia stopping by. We got Jose Gonzalez, bang bang.
He said, "Muévete, güey." Hawaii Punch. So he showed up. yo, Roman, man. Yo, listen, I'm feeling a little bit disrespected. But yeah, man. Yes, Compound Street, man. Listen, appreciate, man, being in the same live stream with you, man.
Awesome, man. Yeah, same. I was telling Gomez, I don't think I've ever really chatted with you, so I was like, yeah, bring him on. Let's do this. So,
and shout out to the Comic Book Fiend Club, man. Ain't Jedi. I've met him a couple times. Cool dude,
yeah,
man. So,
we were talking just before I got on here about this. I was like, I'm going on this live show, so kind of shared the link, and I think they posted on IG, so hopefully get some good turnout for this.
Sweet, man. Awesome. So yeah, Broskii, this is your show. Listen, I'm the sidekick, man. I'm the sidekick over here, brother.
Yeah. I know. I see that. Cool. So I wanted to ask, what made you collect comics? What made you start collecting comics? Like, get into that aspect of collecting.
Oh man, so it's not been really that long since I've collected comics. I mean, maybe 10 years tops, and it was around the time when the Marvel Universe started taking off, and a lot of people would always argue, well, this doesn't, happen in the comics, or this does, and that, and they would try to compare it. So being around, people like that, I started to get interested in it, and I wanted to know more. So I was actually going to college at the time, and there was an LCS just right down the road. So I remember the day I picked up 2 comics, and I read them through a lecture hall class. And that's kind of where it all started. Just the fact that, people would always talk about it. And it's like, well, I don't really know, but I enjoy these movies. I want to know more. I want to know what they're talking about. So that's kind of really what got me into it. And then, man, after that, it's just a wild ride.
Yeah. And what was the first, character or Marvel character or whatever it is, character that inspired you to read comics? Like, all of a sudden you read this person and you're like, I want more of it, and made you inspired to get more of comics? Or
the 2 stories that I started with when I said I went and bought 2 books. I bought A Walking Dead. I think it was around issue 98 or 99. It was right when they started the when Negan was in that storyline, because that was the current issue out. And then I picked up a Deadpool issue of all things, because people were talking about it too, and I had a lot of fun reading that book. So I continued to pick it up for a little while. But after that, I kind of got into, 20-cent DC horror books and stuff like that. Like I still pick up certain, hero books and stuff like that. But anytime I see those books in like a dollar bin or something, even if they're beat up, those are like the stories that I want. And I think it's because there's no real start and stop to them. You can pick up any issue you want at any time and read it, and it'll be fine. Because
they have 3 different storylines on those horror books. I read a few that it's like a short story, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'm not really invested enough to where I feel like I need to go out and keep buying a book every month, just to stay into the story. But at the same time, the story's good on them. Like you said, there's 3 of them in there. You got a host. That's kind of the one thing that keeps it in common. And then the art and everything in them is fantastic as well. So, but yeah, that's kind of my thing, I guess, when it comes to collecting. And then I've got a few other stories that I like as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And so we talked about so what about figures? Because I seen a few videos, actually the latest one with the Batman, and you collect Deca and all those figures. I seen you unbox a Swamp Thing, and that sucker was massive. I mean, I looked at it. That sucker was probably as big as it was huge. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, you're talking about the statue, that sideshow statue. I can't really move my camera, but it's right up there. Yeah, it's big. That was kind of like the one thing I struggled with. I knew I wanted to buy it, but at the same time, I was like, oh, I don't know, like, because that's an investment, really, and like I'm going to be paying on it for a while, and I don't know if I just talked about it too much, but my girlfriend's just like, just buy it, you want it, and that was kind of the deciding factor. It's like, all right, yeah, I mean, I'll get it, sure.
That's a great support right there, you know.
Yeah, that's my wife's like that sometimes, depending on the price. It's if it's in that price range where it's like, oh my god, because she doesn't know the meaning of what it is to collect in the way as price range, so she still doesn't understand that. And hoping one day, she kind of like, I kind of give her the 411 or the information of how I collect, because I'm not saying she's bad, because she go to the hunt and she'll start hunting comics for me, and I enjoy that, and it's fun with the wife sometimes, and and that's part of collecting. That's awesome that your lady said that, go get, because it makes you feel more like she kind of like give you like the, like, oh yeah, I should get it now type of thing. And that's awesome.
Yeah, she's super supportive of it. Some people used to always ask me, like, what does your girlfriend think of this hobby, or the stuff you buy? And when you go to Comic-Con, and I was telling people before, I was like, the last convention I went to, she was there and I didn't take her. So I mean, yeah. So yeah, it's one of those things.
That's all collected. He said, one of the Comic Book Fiend Club said, tell them about your sideshow points. Okay.
Oh gosh. Sideshow always does those reward code things, and it gets really hectic. Like you during Spooktacular, you lose a lot of sleep trying to get points, and it's a stressful time. So it's fun though.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, J Salsa. Yeah, I could imagine. So how many sideshows you have, bro?
I've got that one, and I've got a Yoda, but I've got 3 or 4 more on order. And I'm still eyeing a few more, so this is something I'm relatively new to.
And this is why you don't buy current comics or buy monthly comics. This makes sense now.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I think I have a feeling like once I buy one sideshow, I'm gonna get addicted. So I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Sure, the best thing you could do is get into like a code group. Yeah, because that might be what they're talking about. I'm in a code group with a few people, and they pass down those codes. And if you're quick enough, you add up all this like free money for the site. So
nice,
and it adds up quick. Yeah. So in 2 weeks, of it, you might have $120.
That's nice.
Yeah, it helps. It helps.
See, Davis says he ordered the Captain Marvel one, so that's dope.
Nice, man.
And then he says, I'm eyeing a couple of Hot Toys. See, for right now, because I buy so much comics, off and on, and I buy comics. So this is my side show. This is what I can afford.
Hey, I buy my figures like crazy.
Yeah, that's what I collect. Marvel Legends and stuff like that. That's all I collect.
I mean, with the way they are now, they're like little articulated statues. Anyways, they got that face recognition.
Yeah.
So it's good. I mean, if that's what you're into, there's nothing wrong with that. I spend way too much money on those.
Yeah, I can see the pop too. So you're a toy man.
Yeah, I got to film some stuff tomorrow, so I went ahead and just put it all up right now, and I don't have to take anything down.
Nice. And then so we're going like, it's December end of the year. In the beginning of the year, did you have any goal that you wanted to achieve and you achieved it going towards the end of the year?
Yeah, I had a list of books I was going to get, and this was the first time that I've ever completed it.
Nice! Congratulations, bro.
Well, I usually set myself up for disappointment every year. I'll get like 10 books on my list, like everyone does, and I'll buy 2 of them. So 2020 started. I was like, I'm going to do 3 books. I'll make them worth it, and I got all 3 of them, and then I actually bought way more than I expected to. So it was a good year goal-wise, yeah.
Biggie's is in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by, brother.
Biggies.
In the comic collector, like I showed, stop by. So appreciate that. A few people stopping by. Appreciate that. Stopping by and check out the live. But Yeah, that's what happens. That happens to me. Like, I'll buy one of them, and then I'll buy 2 or 3 of them. One book, a couple books, I was able to obtain this year that I wanted to, and told myself I didn't write a list. You know, the people write lists. I didn't write a list. This is the first year on East Meets West that I wrote the top 5 comics I wanted. I don't really do that, but that's something that we do on our show. And towards hopefully by next year when we do this show again, like kind of like a Christmas special, I would like to see what I actually obtained on that. And one book I did get on our show is I reached out to Erod. You guys know my story, and I was able to purchase this one. And it's probably like a 6.0, 5.0 range. It's a decent grade. And then recently I bought this one.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're a big Swamp Thing fan, those are the 2 books you need in your collection.
Yeah.
I've got both of those at my feet right now.
Yeah, there you go. See?
So, yeah, one of those was on my list this year, and the other, it made sense to get the other one too. So,
yeah, exactly. And I got that one. I was like, I'm looking to get this one, and I was able to shout out to Chad RCG. I was able to obtain that through working with him because he posted on Instagram. Because he obtained one, I think a 4 or 3.0 range slab, and he had this one as an extra one, so he was able to get rid of that one, and I jumped through real quick. Nice. And it looks like it's probably like about in that range, I say 3.0, 4.0 range, and I'm happy because I checked it out, opened it up, everything's attached. There's no issues. There is a little bit of stain in the back, but other than that, it's.
Even at a 3.0, I don't think it's a cheap book. That's not a cheap book at all, bro. You know,
3.0's $600-700 now if you buy it slabbed.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, maybe more than that. Like that book in general, I think is just hard to get in a good grade, and it reflects that once you start getting up into the 7s and the 8s because the paper on it's crap too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
it's just made it's poor paper. Yeah. So I mean, even if you got 3, 4. Even a 2.5, I mean, that's something. That's something like anyone should be happy about having that book.
Yeah.
And that one right there, yeah, that's my next on my list. I got to grab that one. Hey, go ahead, show it, Joker.
I got one over there somewhere.
I like I was talking on East Meets West. I'm trying to complete my Justice League Dark collection. So I have first Zatanna, I have Hawkman number 4, I have a Dead Man of a Strange Adventure 205, Demon number 1. I have I just recently acquired that Swamp Thing 37 from Erod. And the last book, and I'm gonna leave it last, is gonna be the Swamp Thing because that's gonna be very right now. It's not obtainable for me, man. I can't get that shit right now, man. But you know,
it'll come down hopefully too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I got some of the books I did pick up this year. I could start showing a couple of them.
Yeah,
no, show them, brother.
Yeah,
I'm gonna highlight you now. Hell yeah!
I bought this cheap, and then I had it signed, I had it graded, and it took off this year, and I'm pretty happy about it. But Predator number 1,
yes,
and it's signed.
I got that one.
Yeah, 9/8 signed by Del Rosa. I had that signed at C2E2. So pretty happy about that. I wasn't expecting it to do what?
That is awesome, man. 9/8.
Yeah, 9/8. And I don't know if I need to take all these out of paper, but got my Demon number 1 this year.
There it is. Demon. Nice. Yep. 7.5.
It's a great grade for that book because that book is hard to get because that purple on that spine.
Yeah. I had a raw copy and I ended up giving it to someone because I knew I was going to end up buying that. So I just that motivated me enough, I guess. Like I just kind of passed it on and was like, well, I've got to replace it. This is one that was on my list this year. So Shock Suspense Stories.
Oh,
17.
Those are not cheap books either. I was looking like you're looking at Hot Toys, but I'll be looking at them slabs, man. I've been
This next one, which is I picked this up at C2E2. It was one of if not the biggest book on my list for the year. Hanafir 17.
And I got that one, but a reprint.
I think I snagged this about 30 minutes when I was on the sales floor. And I sent a picture of it to a guy on IG I talked to who collects Golden Age. Yeah. And it turned out that it used to be his old book.
Okay.
Yeah. He asked me, he's like, you get that at Comic Link or from no, not Comic Link. I'm trying to think, short box. And I said, yeah. And he's like, that's my old book. I don't know how they got it, but it is. And he sent me pictures of it. So
Oh shit!
pretty funny how that worked out.
The apple doesn't
And
fall
then-
down from the tree.
Crap. This was the last pre-code I picked up. So this the last issue in that run of books. And then after this, I just got basically a bunch of Swamp Thing. I won't show all of them though. So my House of Secrets 92.
4-0. Nice.
And then my issue number 1.
8-0. Wow.
8-0.
I lucked out and I picked them up before like prices started skyrocketing at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So like looking at them now, I'm like, man, I'm glad I didn't wait. But
Yeah, that's dope, man.
It's-
That's dope.
yeah,
That's
it was a good year. Like digging all these out for the show, I was like, man, I've had a lot more productive year in collecting than I thought. Like some of those books I kind of forgot I bought.
Like I know of Golden Age horror books, man, but I just don't know how the prices on them. Are they pricey books? Are they pricey books?
Yeah, yeah.
They are. You kind of have to wrap your mind around only getting a handful of books a year as opposed to lots of books.
Yeah.
So if that's something you want to get into, I mean, there might be a year when you just get one book.
Yeah, I hear you.
So it's kind of like one of those you have to give and take. And I don't have a lot of them, but the ones I got, I like them a lot. So
It's dope, man.
Yeah.
It's dope. Love that Demon Grade book. Yeah, that's Big's book, man. Home of the New Words. Loves that book there. Punch. Yeah, so I have so many books. I think to DC whole video. Yo, listen, man. You talking on? Just do the video, man. Just do the video, Roman. That's it, man.
Yeah, sit on that chair and chill and just straight. But so with going towards the holiday, we're about like a week and a half before Christmas comes. What you looking for this holiday as opposed to a gift? Is there anything or you think you got obtained what you wanted?
I'm pretty satisfied with how the year's treated me so far. That if I didn't get anything, I would be 100% all right. I don't turn down Ninja Turtle stuff though, so like.
Oh, another.
If someone, my girlfriend or someone bought me a Ninja Turtle book, I would be super excited for it. So
You got that last rolling?
I did. I picked one up.
What you thought of it?
It was I haven't been as excited to read a Ninja Turtle book in I don't know how long, and that book gave me goosebumps.
Right?
Reading that, I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to more.
Yeah, it kind of sucks how they pushed it back because I think it was supposed to be coming out this month, but it'd be pushed into January 2nd issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, great story, man. Great story.
Oh, it was dark, gritty. Yeah. So I mean, what are they doing? 5 or like 7 issues? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
I think
But
I can't
Josh, what
remember.
up, Josh?
yeah, it was. I don't know. Like if you've kind of read through like the first couple issues that they did, like the first appearance and stuff, it kind of takes you back to like that kind of like dark and gritty turtle stuff. But man, it was a good read, especially like when he's talking about like dishonor and stuff, and he's gonna fall on the blade.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, like I got goosebumps there. I was like, this is it for me.
Yeah,
So,
that was one of the best reads. It was just we had an awards show yesterday. I mean, what was it, Sunday on our show?
Yeah.
And that didn't make it because it was just one issue. The same thing with King of Black. King of Black was an amazing read too. You know what I mean? And 5 issues. Josh says 5 issues. All right, there you go. 5 issues for that last Ronin.
cool.
All right. And I can't wait for it, man. But yeah, I see good things, man, for that book, man. I can't wait
for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's probably going to be, if not Kevin Eastman's, it'll at least probably be Peter Laird's Swan Song.
Oh yeah,
I mean that he's got a big part in that. Even if he's not currently writing it, it's the story of what they did 17.
Yeah,
or no longer than that. It's probably 30 years old.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and
I can't.
what's your oldest Ninja Turtle book you have?
I've got issue 3.
Ooh,
So,
nice.
Yeah, I picked that up this year too. Actually, C2E2.
Nice. You bought it slabbed or you bought it raw?
I got all my TMNT books are raw right now. So
Okay. Oh damn! What happened to Gomez? I guess he's having technical difficulties, guys. But don't worry.
he'll be back.
Oh man, Comics on the Edge, man. Listen, man, don't ignore me. Comics on the Edge, man. We gotta play some Gears, bro. Come on. All right. You said Comic Strange. Only person I know who does his toy unboxings with super glue by his side. What does he mean by that, bro?
Well, I broke like 3 or 4 figures this year unboxing them already. So, yeah, it's kind of one of those things I've just kind of grown to expect now. That, I mean, the last one I started, I haven't finished the video yet. I unboxed the Flash, and like I was looking at it about mid video, and part of it was missing. I had to find it. It like the lightning bolt on his head. I didn't even realize it. It like shot off when I ripped it out of the package and flew back here somewhere. So like 20 minutes later, I finally find it. But yeah, it's turned into something else. Yeah. So I broke a few figures this year. That's definitely what he's talking about.
All right, Comics on the Edge. Yeah, man. So yeah, you were part of the Comic Book Fiend club. How long you been a member? And you know, talk about the club a little bit.
All right. Yeah, I can do that. So it's been about 2 years, I think, for me. I remember seeing the the Crimson Bat and the Batman mask online. I saw patches of it, so I was really interested when I seen it. I was like, I want to know more. Mm-hmm. And then went through getting to know a lot of people and got into the club, which was awesome, and great group of people. So you got 5 or 6 different chapters. It ranges all around the world, which is crazy. But yeah, a lot of like-minded people collecting comics, statues, figures, all kinds of cool stuff. We talk all the time too, so it's not just like a bunch of strangers that wear a patch. It's when they say it's kind of like a brotherhood, it is like I've grown to really think of these people as honest friends, and we meet up at cons, we do all kinds of stuff together. So it's not kind of, I think, what people think when they think of the club. It's just a bunch of strangers getting in, they wear a patch, and that's it. Like these are people that I've grown to care a lot about.
Awesome, man.
So, yeah, it's
2 years, no doubt, man. And how does one get in the club? How about that?
They do enrollment every year. Probably one of the best things you could do, in my opinion, is you really got to get to know the people. Like anyone can apply to the club, but if you're a stranger,
it'll be tough. It'll be tough. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, they say it's a social club, and it 100% is. Like they want to hear from you. They want to know like you're actually collecting and stuff. It's it's not just something that you get and just wear casually. So it's that would be the best thing you could do, is just find out who's in what chapters and what chapter you'd be in, and just start talking those people up. And I don't mean like just right around like enrollment time. You just all the time. If it's a year away, start now.
Yeah. There you go, man. I know y'all guys because I'm on IG and I see y'all guys all the time doing like you said, cons and stuff like that, man. What is one of your favorite cons to go to, man?
Oh man, C2E2. I went the last 2 years, and that's where I like the first year I went. There was a lot of people who were on YouTube that was there, and then there was like the people in the club that were going too, and I'd never met any of them in person. I went up there by myself on a train, and it was probably the best convention I ever been to until last year when we did it again, and it was even better. So, C2E2 for sure. Now there are others I'd like to go to, like New York Comic Con, the ones in California, Boston Comic Con, or not Boston, Baltimore. Yeah,
Baltimore's a good one. I've always heard. Never been there, but I would like to go.
Yeah. What about you?
Me, listen, I'm in New York, so I'm gonna say New York Comic Con. New York Comic Con is like the San Diego Comic Con of the East Coast. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's amazing. I go all 4 days normally, and it's nice. Very stressful, very tiring.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You definitely have to prep yourself. I mean, normally when I prep myself, I just have everything ready. Books and all that. So what I want to get signed and stuff submitted. You know what I mean? But New York Comic Con, there's a smaller show during, I think, the springtime over here in New Jersey. It's called East Coast Comic Con. East Coast Comic Con is really man.
Okay.
I think I bumped into Ink Jedi. I'm not sure if I did.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Him and maybe a couple other people, probably Boogie, or I think he goes by Gooby Not or something on IG now. Yeah. I think they kind of run together at conventions.
Yeah.
I'd like to get up to New York Comic Con though. Like some of the Warriors and stuff would be cool to hang out with. Like I've talked to Big E's, and this is the first time we've been talking, but I'm sure we could get into some trouble at a convention.
Oh, sure we can.
Yeah. And then Marky, me and Marky, yeah.
Oh, you know Marky too?
Yeah, yeah. We have some interest. You know, he's a horror guy. I'm a horror guy. So
yeah, he is. Yeah. That is the horror guy of the Warriors. Yeah. So you're not. I thought for some reason I thought you were East Coast. You're not in the East Coast, right?
No, I'm Midwest. I'm in Illinois.
Oh, okay. So that's why C2E2 is your favorite. I see that.
Yeah. It's just 6 hours up the road, so I'm there.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Yeah. So, and like you said, man, you have different chapters in your clubs and stuff like that, and it's an awesome thing y'all do, man. I think that's pretty awesome. I see y'all have always fun on IG during when I see the pictures of y'all guys out there. Terrificon is also great. Arsenio, yes, Terrificon. That's a big convention that they have over there in Connecticut.
Okay.
The best part of it is that a hotel and there's a casino in there too.
Nice.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm taking all my rounds tonight and making YouTube and Yo, Johnny boy, what is going on? Thank you for stopping by. Cholula. That's West Coast right there. That's Gomez's neighbor right there. What is going on? J-Rod Ham. Thank you for everybody stopping by, man. I know Gomez is having some technical difficulties. I don't know if he's trying to get back on. He said he got kicked out because of his internet. We don't know. I'm trying to help him out over here.
Yeah. We'll take this over.
Yeah, just walked in. Gomez leave his own show. You know what? Yo, James, yes, he did. He did, but we got his back, man. We Count is the man. Remember when you did a fanboy fight club on the Lords of the Law? Oh, talk about that. I did not see that episode. What was that?
Oh man, it was Freddy versus Jason, and it was against Marky.
Oh shit!
He had Freddy, and he was way more prepared than I was for it. Like, the man lived through all that stuff. So I was born in '87. Like, there's quite a bit of Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street movies that I've already missed. But he had a lot of knowledge about his character that I did not have for mine. So it was fun, but at the same time, it was a beatdown.
Will you do it again?
Yeah, do it again. Right. I'd hopefully come a little more prepared, but yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, what is going on, Mac B? Thanks. All in the casino. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Casino. Listen, gambling and buying some books and enjoy a con, man. You can't ask nothing better than that. You know.
Yeah.
So John Joker side note has so happy that Anya's a playable character now. Oh, is she on Gears 5? Really? I gotta check that out. I haven't played Gears 5 for like 2-3 weeks already, man. Yeah, man. My man Comics on the Edge always hit me up, because he knows I have a big Gears of War fan. So we gotta tune up, man. We gotta link up. I mean, Friday the 13th. Oh, you play too?
Oh no. Well, I've played it before. I don't own it. We Robert and I have been playing Rocket League, a couple nights a week, usually with some of the guys online. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
All right. Gomez is doing a BOC meow. Yeah, he's doing a BOC. I'm doing Arsenio. Hey, I know the Friday the 13th part 6 was the best episode.
He's right.
Which one was that one? Because I've seen him more.
That's the one where he gets struck by lightning and comes back as a zombie. Yeah.
That was badass.
I mean, that was your best version of Jason. The story was fantastic, and then Tommy Jarvis was awesome in that one too. So it was a perfect movie.
Oh, I remember that one. When he said got electrocuted, all of that.
Yep.
I remember. My man Archimist has a question for you. He said, "What is your favorite horror director?"
Oh man, that's I really like Carpenter, and not just because he did Halloween. Like, he's done some good movies. You got the Escape from LA, Escape from New York.
Nice.
I'm trying to think. The Thing. So he's got a wide variety of movies that he's done. Wes Craven's been good too, and if you're a Swamp Thing fan, you would probably like Wes Craven. He directed the first one. So, and then obviously, I think everyone, when they think of zombies, they like Romero. Yeah,
I agree. Our Night of the Living Dead, awesome movie.
Mm-hmm. And I got to meet him before he passed, so that was a big deal to me.
Nice. Did you get anything signed, like a memorabilia, anything?
I had a reprint poster of Night of the Living Dead signed.
Sweet.
Yeah, so he was super old at that time too, but it was still pretty cool. And I don't think anyone was in his line when I was there. Like I just walked right up. No one even cared.
Now that you say that, now that like it's like the older like artists or writers or wherever is getting forgotten, because when I go to cons too, I seen like Joe Sennett, you know what I mean, I seen him too, nobody on his line. And then I see like Joe Gila, nobody on his line. Who was it? Jerry Conway, nobody on his line. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a couple that I think will still have big lines. Like I waited in line for Perez one time, and it took like 3 hours. And Stan Lee was the same way. But yeah, some of the older writers, like they get passed up pretty easy for people like who's doing the Batman stories, not Jock, but Capullo and Snyder. Yeah, like their lines are huge at the conventions I've seen them at. And then you got someone else like trying to think of who else. Marv Wolfman kind of had a long line when I was, but he was also right next to Perez's line, and they'd done a lot of stuff together. So people were jumping out of one line into the next. And if that wasn't the case, I don't know if a lot of people would have waited for him.
Yeah, I mean, I know your pain when you said 3 hours waiting for George Perez, because East Coast Comic Con, he was there, I think 2 years ago. I think when he was doing his last tour of cons. East Coast Comic Con was one of his cons, and when he went, man, we waited for like 3-4 hours or something like that just to get his signature. So I know the feeling. I know it. And what's crazy? You can't be mad at the guy because the guy is so lovable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He just smiles at you, and you're like,
yeah,
I don't hate him anymore. But yeah, I got an autograph that day, so I know there was a lot of people who were super pissed off at George Perez because they like capped the line after a certain amount of time that they'd waited. Yeah, and that sucks, but I guess that's part of it too.
I got an update. He said his internet crapped out. Give him a few, so we're giving him a few.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Let me see. In part 6, nobody hated Tommy Jarvis more than Jason. I mean, he killed him after all. All right, James. I guess I don't remember that, but okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Art Chemist asked good question. Let's see. Art Chemist coming up with some good questions. Favorite horror makeup artist?
Tom Savini's good. I've not met him though. Okay. So I've heard he's kind of a jerk if you meet Tom Savini. Like right now I like him, but I would hate to go to get an autograph or something and just leave infuriated because he's a tool. Mm-hmm. But Ken Baker. He did some good stuff too. So those would probably be those are the two that come to mind right off the top of my head. Greg Nicotero's doing good stuff now too, though. He did a lot for The Walking Dead, and I think he's working on Creepshow too on Shudder. So definitely good guys.
The cat is here. Favorite officer thing. Favorite officer thing. All right. Josh is giving me crap here. Is Arthur Shadam? What is your favorure Arthur Shadam? I'm not, you know Arthur Shadam. He does the zombie covers and stuff like that. Like
I don't know if I do.
No, he does a lot of the Marvel zombies. If you know Marvel zombie covers, that's what he does.
Okay, yeah. I've got a couple.
Yeah.
Probably the favorite one I picked up was the cover swipe of ASM 50.
Okay. Nice. The Kingpin.
Yeah. I enjoyed that one quite a bit.
Yeah. So there you go, Josh. I asked about Officer Dead. Let me see. Question. Ask Count, what does he think about Forest Sector?
I don't know what that is either.
That's a jump in for the chapter. That's kicking the golden thing. Yo, James, you know what? You can answer that question for Biggs. All right. See, no one knows, Mike. Everybody knows the King of Zombies, man. Let's see what he has here. What were your thoughts on Train to Busan? Did you see that movie?
I did. It's kind of weird at first because I think it's Korean, so you have to read subtitles. But once you get used to it, they did zombies in a different way. It was gory enough, and the zombies like ran at you. There was a lot of cool stuff in that movie.
Yeah, I mean, do you watch normally like modern horror movies, or you just stick to the classics, or you like everything?
I watch it all.
Like that.
There's not really, like, I think Stephen King said it best, like there's not really bad horror movies, there's just good ones and fun ones.
Okay.
Yeah, like I agree with that 100%. As bad as they are, they're still a lot of fun to watch.
Let me see. The transporting cover swipe is That's a Marvel Zombie one. I'm assuming they comments on the edge. But what do you think about Dragon Ball Z? What do you think about Dragon Ball Z, bro? Do you watch it?
I did as a kid. I rewatched everything up to the Namek saga last year before.
Yeah.
I kind of got burnt out on the Boo saga.
All right. Well, there you go.
That was long. That was a long saga.
Listen, Josh, don't be crapping on Dragon Ball Z, bro. Dragon Ball Z is awesome, bro. All right.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, Broski's back.
I don't know. That happened to me before. I think a little bit ago, my computer completely crapped out, and I had to reset the router. I have to check my DS. It's hooked up to the cord. I probably have to get an updated cord because that cord's probably doo-doo, son.
It's all good, brother. Listen, man, we was talking over here. You know, we held you down, man. We held you down.
Yeah, it was good.
I appreciate it. I have to catch it on the rewind.
Yeah, we hung in there. We talked movies, answered some questions. I see Sequel Peninsula. If that's the movie that just came out like this week, I haven't seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, that's what King of the Golden State was asking.
Yeah, I gotta check that out, James. Okay. If you could mix a comic book artist and a horror director to make a movie, which two would you pick to make an animated series?
Ooh, Bernie Wrightson and Bernie Wrightson, and I would get oh man, I just talked about it a minute ago. I forgot his name.
John Carpenter.
Yeah, Carpenter. I totally spaced out there thinking of it. I got caught up on Bernie Wrightson. So.
Yeah. Comments to the instant Joker held it down. The check is the bill. Listen, man, I'll be waiting until 2023 for that.
I owe you like Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Broskii, man, do your thing, man.
So now, like, before I get kicked off again, so we talked about the holiday, what you wanted, you obtained it. So doing this thing that you're doing, like YouTube, what made you want to do a YouTube channel or do videos on YouTube? What inspired you to do it? Was there anybody on YouTube that made you, or you just decided to do it on your own?
Well, I started watching. The Great Legend was one of the first people I started watching. Howler Mouse was another one, and then there was Captain Strangelove.
Yeah, okay.
And, I watched those three for a while, and the more I kept watching it, it was like I collect comic books. Maybe I'll do this too, and that's kind of like where I started at. And then Legend gave me a big shout out, got me from like 2 subscribers to 30, and I was super excited about that. But yeah, that's kind of where it all started. I'm not 100% sure really why though. Just probably something to do. I've always liked video cameras and like collecting. So
that's cool. I know you've been trying to play with your camera too, to try to do some other things with your videos, which I've seen you do a few things when you unboxed like the figures you get and all that, and it's pretty cool how you have like the side view and the back view of each figure. That's another thing. When I saw the Swamp Thing, you kind of like showed like a whole panoramic view of when you unboxed it, which I thought was pretty neat. Cool. Hey Roman, keep that on DL, bro. You didn't keep that on DLG.
Hashtag steal your wife.
It used to be steal your wifey, now it's steal your Wi-Fi. But yeah, no, that's awesome because I started by just doing I believe the Doom 143's 750 sub contest, and I did a video. If you go back to it, I left it on my YouTube channel. I did it like straight recording from a camera on my phone, and this is back when phones was blurry as fuck, and you're doing it and you're moving it, and that inspired me. That I got upgraded to like what I have now, and it just took off from there. And I love doing this, and I love showing comics. I love talking about comics, talking with people as yourself and Joker, and it becomes like a community. But yeah, it's awesome because, like I think Big E said it before, we don't have a lot of friends that outside of here that collect comics in our area. Besides my broski, Cholula Comics, which a big shout out to him. He's in the Bay Area. And Keelan Golden State, I have yet to meet in person. You know, one day I'll meet that guy, but we'll see. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Robert, Comics on the Edge. He might be in your area too.
That's what he was saying. He said that, so that'll be dope. Like I said, my Instagram name is the same as this one, so hit me up on there, and we can meet up in the future. I want to do some cons this year coming up, or next year whenever they open. Started in the kitchen. Yeah, so I cook every now and then. I cook once in a while, and I get down, and I love cooking. That's one reason why, like backstage, I told you that I work at Apple, and what Apple did is inspired me to broaden my knowledge when it comes to not just cutting, processing meat, but actually the aspect of cooking and the right things to use. What do you like to do besides comics? What's your other hobby?
Oh man, well, I like messing with cameras. First off, that's one of the fun things about this is I can justify getting a camera because I'll use it for more than just this. Like riding motorcycles. Used to race motocross, not like professional or anything, just kind of hobby. It was fun. Camping, about anything outdoors, stuff like that. So I'm always up for a good adventure of some sort because I like having stories to tell later on down the road.
Yes.
So when someone presents me with something where I'm like, yeah, that's going to be fun to talk about for a long time, then I'm usually pretty game to do it.
Nice, man.
That's awesome. Yeah, because freaking that's about right. That's about right. Sunday fun days, huh?
Yeah. What about you guys? What do you do other than collect?
Other than collect, what the hell do I do? I'm a big gamer. I like playing games.
Nice.
Anything. Listen, besides, I don't know if I'm a gamer. I just like playing Gears of War. That's what I do. That's why we Comics on the Edge. We talk and we know we gotta link up definitely, man. For real, Comics on the Edge. I'm not playing, man. I keep saying it, and we keep dodging each other. I don't know. But that's what I do. I play games and stuff like that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. What about you, Broskii?
Me. I don't know. Right now, I used to do what I used to collect. I don't know. I collect just comics. I think I don't have nothing else besides with family. I'm so busy with work. I love working. I think that's my other hobby. I go in with a positive attitude, and
that's
just love doing what I do. And that's one thing about my life is, I remember someone says you could go do something and get paid more. Yeah, I could go somewhere and get paid more with my knowledge of the way I am. But why do that if I could get paid where I'm happy to get paid and enjoy it? And I think I look forward to working. I like working. I like being around people, and not a lot of people say that, but that's probably like. Besides that, my family, my daughter. I think my whole world besides comics is my wife and my daughter, and that's my big thing. I want to be with my daughter as much as possible, and to I want to have memories, like you said, memories of being out there in the outdoors. I would like to do that, but with my daughter and my family, to have those memories to share. And that's basically me. And that's just basically my hobby besides this, collecting comics whenever I get a chance. But I did pick up a PlayStation 5. We'll give it to my dad. So I've been slowly trying to get to that range and pick up and play games again. It's just something I used to do a lot back in the days, play video games nonstop. I stopped for a while collecting comics, and I might jump back, but learn how to balance it. And I think I told you that before. I'm gonna try to do something with an agenda and try to balance my daily goals. Or if people have yearly goals, I probably have my daily goals of what I want to accomplish the day that I wake up. Yeah.
Yo, real quick, my man Marco's Big Droops. He has an interesting question, but even though he already answered it, but we're gonna go different with it. He wants to know what's your top comic or sideshow that you want.
Ooh, top comic I want like forever.
Yeah, what's the grail on your collection? You know what I mean?
Oh man, the grail in my collection is probably one of those two that I showed, either the House Secrets 92 or the Haunt of Fear 17. But my end all be all book is TMNT 1 first print.
Nice,
that. And this is a terrible year for it.
Yeah,
it's way up there. It's doubled in price. So that's the book that might end collecting for me.
That's sweet, man.
Because where do you go after that?
Yeah. That's true in a way. That's something you always wanted as a girl, right? Like Mine's probably Hulk 181. I haven't really obtained it. I'm not in the skirts of getting one right now, right away. But I know if I stop collecting how I collect, I could probably afford it later in the years of this year coming up. But I just love collecting comics, and I just can't stop. That's just me. As I'm a fiend when it comes to collecting comics, and I enjoy it. But yeah, like King says, collecting never dies, and that is kind of true because we'll watch something. And whoa, shit, who's that? And you try to find out. You dig into that rabbit hole, and you're trying to get that person's. Look at what's that girl's name from Star Wars? Shaka.
Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah.
So no one knew about that girl for years. All of a sudden, she blew up on Disney Plus, Mandalorian, and people were out getting everything her. And I don't know. I don't really try to fall into that rabbit hole. But there'll be one day I'll wake up and be like, shit, this character's actually badass.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden I'll be in that. And I don't follow. I just try to do what I can in my mind to just say, okay, if I want to, I want to. If not, then it's up to me. And that's something that it can happen.
Yeah. Definitely, bro.
Yeah. And, I try and focus on like having a little bit order to the way I collect. Like I've bought everything in the past where I'm like, that looks cool. I want it. But like, and I'm still that way. But now I want to have some sort of, I guess, restraint where I'm just like, I do want that now, but I won't want it later. I should save and get something that I definitely want.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that level, but I'm still at that level that I want everything. Like,
Like, I go in and I see a cover and I'm like, that looks really cool. And before I know it, I'm like, well, I'll just take this, and then it starts. And I'm like, well, I got to get this one too. And I'm just grabbing books just like crazy.
I tell you one thing that didn't help was this COVID, because I before COVID I never had a pull list. Because I'm not too far from where I work. I'm literally like across the street from Midtown Comics. So I used to always go and get my books there. So now that I'm going to work every day, I'll be missing out sometimes. And our other panel member Josh, I ended up having a pull list with him for the first time ever. You know what I mean? And oh my god, that is a rabbit hole itself. Like Gomez is talking about. Yeah, that's a rabbit hole, bro. Because you start
I'm gonna rabbit hole.
Yeah, you start speculating what's next and what's hot. Is this going to be the hot 1 in 25, 1 in 10 book? But I'm slowly trying to, pump the brakes on that. I have,
Well, I'll pump the brakes, but I end up giving it gas. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of books too I pick up that I know that they have a price where I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely sell that if it gets hot, and I probably won't buy another one. But then there's like another side of my collection that's, if I was gonna sell it, it would only be to upgrade it.
Yeah,
I mean, if that makes sense. Like there's certain books where it's like I've got it and I don't want to find it again.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's this one for a while.
Yeah, like if I sell mine, it's gonna be just to get like a 4 or 5 or a 5.
Yeah.
Same thing with my FF48, my Silver Surfer. I have a 3.0. I will sell that book so I could get like a 5.0 or a 6 or something higher. You know what I mean?
I missed my chance on that book. Right. And let me tell you why. Like, there was someone sent me one on eBay, and it was on my list for the year. So I was like, I'm gonna get that book. And it was a raw book, and it sold for like $120. But the Watcher, someone drew a Hitler stash on it.
What?
And yeah, they drew a Hitler stash on it, and I couldn't look past it. So I was like, I can't buy this book, and I passed it up. And now it's prices are. I'm just like, I don't want to pay that anymore. So yeah.
Especially after the news about FF with the director and all that stuff. So yeah, that book is just gonna go. Yeah, all Fantastic Four books. Fantastic Football. Yeah, Gomez doing donuts in the LCS parking lot.
No breaks in that when I go in there, huh? Yeah, no, that's like I said, I missed about 10 to 12 minutes of the show due to the comfort. I don't know, it just kicked off. I was just like, whoa.
Fuck that. It was my show, guys. My special guest is Count Von Strange.
But that's hey, someone. I'm glad Count Von Strange said, I was like, Joker, want to get Joker? He's like, yeah, because I was like, let me send him an invite. A good thing. I was like,
I think that was premeditated, bro. I think.
Oh my god! But no, like I said, what do you got going on? Count Von Strange this coming year. What do you got going on this year?
Man, a lot of it just depends on how COVID hits. If we finish it, C2E2 in December, hopefully, and then anything local that I can get to.
Yeah, we're shooting for that too. C2E2. Some of the Warriors and some of the other guys. I think Broskii too trying to go to C2E2.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And then to big up to comment, what's called? My bad. Where is it at? I knew it was somewhere around here. It's right around. Where is it at? Let me see. My bad. But it's Comics on the Edge. When he was saying that he's in SoCal, so he's in LA. I'm actually in the Bay, so it's the opposite direction. And who's in SoCal right now in LA is Sith Lowerleaf. Shout out to Spine Ticks.
For the Spine Ticks, yeah,
he's in that around that area. And I would like to go out there one day and hit up some cons or something big out there. And that would be dope. So like I said, the good thing about being like kind of like isolated makes you prepare for a storm. I mean, that you want all these things that you were gonna do and procrastinate, you held off because you're like, I could do it this year. Now when it opens, you'd be like, shit, let's get it done out the way this right now while we can, because who knows what the next shit can happen where we could be even same or worse condition that we are in as opposed to what we have to deal with. And it just, we can't take life lightly. And like I said, I can't wait to see what happens in next year. And like you said, hopefully we can dig into more stuff and find out. And hopefully put out more videos out there. That'll be dope to find out more action figures. I would like to see that. I have my notification. I try to like everything else. I'm all busy. I try to watch when I can, but I always try to support you as much as I can. And that's one main reason why I wanted to have you on my channel today, despite what happened earlier. I can't wait to at least have you on again. Maybe we have one of your crew members on again as well, with me and Joker on here, or even on East Beast. That'll be dope to
get my man Ink Jedi in here, man. You know what I
mean? Yeah, Juan would hop in here, I'm sure. Robert would too.
Yeah.
So that'll be dope to set something in the future. And that's what we want to do, me and Joker, as myself as well, as get to know a lot of people in the community and get to share our knowledge and broaden our community and when it comes to comments.
That was kind of one of our main goals. That was what East meets West, right? At the beginning, we started doing that. It was kind of like people who we started off with people who from the past, like Biggs, Erod, the Doom, James, Queen of the Golden State, because they all been here for like years and years. Like 6 years already on YouTube. And for the new people who's just welcome, new into this community, we just want to let them know that it's just not only these people who have like multi subs. You know what I mean? It's people that's been here for years, and they're still valid in this community.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Even with the new people, I would love to get them because they get to see what goes on too, and I would love to see that in the future, as opposed to getting more people out involved in our shows, or even on an air show, a certain show like today, like a special Tuesday. Because I know Count Von Strange, I try to get them on Sundays, get them on Fridays, but you have a lot going on. So this was a day this was a day that we had to do a special, and I don't mind making time for you and able to do that. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed everything. But it's been about an hour, despite my 15 minutes of disappearance. Anything you want to say? I'll highlight you to promote your channel. I left the description of his YouTube page. Go ahead and sub him, hit that bell, because he's coming out with a lot of stuff that come with figures and stuff that we don't know, that we'd love to acknowledge and get more knowledge on. So yeah, go ahead, brother.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you having me on. In the future, got some stuff I'm working on. I do a lot of figure stuff now, but I'm going to get back into comics. I'm going to try and do some movie stuff.
Nice.
Funko Pops, as much as I don't like it, they're kind of roping me back in, and I've been buying more of those.
I was about to say it's kind of hard to say that with that behind you. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
These are the ones that I kept from like the first purge that I did, and
Damn.
then now I'm just kind of like, oh, there's more good ones. But yeah, other than like my channel, I do stuff on the Comic Book Fiend Club channel as well, and that's a lot of fun. You're getting a lot of different characters, doing a lot of different content on there, so you don't really know what to expect. I'm going to be on their channel Friday. I don't exactly know the time, but they're doing the drunk cast. So, like I said earlier, that's a crazy show. It's off the rails usually. So if there is a plan, it's usually thrown out the window in about 30 minutes. And I think the last one was like 6 hours long.
Yeah, sometimes beautiful things get created like that.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun, and you never know exactly what's going to get brought up or who's going to say what or do what. It's 100% just a spontaneous mess. That's awesome.
Awesome, and sometimes those are the best ones. Like even though I had stuff planned here, we still kind of shoot the shit and able to communicate and talk and laugh, and that's the best ones when you go live. And like I didn't announce it, I was going to, but I've been tied up with work, grinding and doing. I'm always busy, so I said, you know what? We figured out like kind of like the Sunday what we want to do or Saturday. So it was just like Friday. We're just like, okay, let's go, let's get it going, to get on. But I appreciate you stopping by, brother. I appreciate you stopping by at that time, and hopefully, like I said, I'm sure we're gonna watch that Drunken Cast on Friday, and I'm gonna try to tune in and see what it's all about, because I personally have never seen it. I'm not gonna lie or anything. So it'll be something. So like I said, if you can drop the link on my channel and I can share it, on my Instagram, and I'll just jump in and see what it's all about, because I don't know what's about, and it'd be awesome to be able to broaden my knowledge when it comes to YouTube.
Oh, yeah, it'd be fun for sure. And like, I've been working on my streaming stuff here, so I haven't really finished everything yet where I'm satisfied. But once I get going, I'll get you guys on.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this more often.
That's awesome.
And to talk about that drunk show that y'all do over there, man, I think it was last Friday that they were on. They were talking about the Marvel stuff and the Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
I popped in for a little bit. My man Ink Jedi saw me there for a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm familiar with that with those shows, man.
Yeah, it's something else. It's a good time.
Yeah, man.
So
bro.
Go ahead, Joe. Do you have anything to say, G?
Nah, yeah, man. Listen, man. Appreciate you inviting me to this, man. Confound Strange, man. Awesome chopping it up with you, talking with you, and we definitely got to do this again, man. This is awesome, man. If anything, man, we'll do it on your level, man. I mean, on your field. We go to your territory, bro. You know what I mean?
Wherever we can do it, wherever.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
And like I said, appreciate you stopping by, brother. Like I said, I apologize for everybody in the panel that I had to step out. Communication.
Step out.
My wife needed something to me to say. I had to kind of communicate with her, and we talked it out, and we're good now. So I was able to come back. Got to rub her feet a few times. You know what I mean? We had it struck a deal. So I'm not in the doghouse, thank God. So I'm a little nervous, but like I said, all jokes aside, I appreciate you stopping by. Be looking forward to more East West shows with my boy Joker, with Josh Grab and King Old State at times, and then Doom 143. So I appreciate that. And like I said, come on Strange. Appreciate your brother stopping by, watching, able to communicate with you and answer some questions that I don't know that I'm gonna catch on the rewatch this, because I missed some of it, but I enjoyed it, brother. Thank you.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
Everybody else, appreciate you guys stopping by. We're out. Peace.
Later.
Merry Christmas.